FC25 is officially out today. We're going to be going through all the SBCs and showing you guys exactly what to do, the exact solutions you guys need, what ones are worth it, and all that good stuff. We're going to skip through it. I'm going to go through the solutions and just show you exactly the players you need to get and how you can get them for the cheapest available price. Let's get right into it. First SBC is crafted. So for this one, to be honest, I spent like £100 on FIFA points to get you guys the content at the start, so I am going to spend a little bit more than I need to in terms of actually getting the SBCs done, but I'm going to go through the best solution for you guys. Okay, so the first thing for this one, I was like, okay, so you need 3 minimum leagues. Honestly, because it's 70 rated, you can see I went a little bit over in the ratings, but what I personally would do is start off very simple. Go to your club after, you do all your trading or whatever you need to do, after you get a few untradeable packs, whatever it is, right? Just look at the league you have. So for me, I did Premier League, right? So all I did was this. I got Premier League, and there's a few things I needed to look at primarily. Players from one club, minimum 2. So I went to my Premier League. I saw I had Milner and Welbeck, so I got them in. Then I put a few more Premier League players in, and that was it. And then I found another league, in this case, which was a Serie A. So I made 10 players, basically from 2 leagues. And then all I did is went to my goalkeepers, saw what was left, which was 1 more league, got my last goalkeeper in, and this was a squad. So nothing crazy for this one. You can get it for fairly cheap. A lot of these players you can see, if I go to that Welbeck, for example, probably about 500-600 coins. So let's go through. So you can see 750, but there's so many on the market. There you go, 550. So you're looking for about, I would say, 4 to 5k for this actual whole SBC if you want to buy it outright. If you have some of the players, it'll be even cheaper. So not too crazy. You do get a small Electrum player pack. We'll go through the packs at the end together. But yeah, let's get straight into the next one. That one, not too hard. Again, there's going to be a bit of a grind at the start. I would recommend kind of just being a little bit more valuable with your coins than me. I am doing it a little bit quicker. Again, I want to get you guys the best kind of team as quick as possible. So I wouldn't recommend doing the exact route I'm taking, but I'm going to try to give you the overall solution. Let's go right into Total Rush Challenge and see how to work that one. Second SBC is done. So for this one, what I did is I went to my club and said, okay, let's start off with a center mid position because there's 3 in a row. That will be the easiest to see what we have the most with, right? So I found out I had 2 players actually from Nottingham, from England. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. So we're going to go through. I put them in, and then what I did is looked at the rest of the Premier League players. You see we have 1 more player from the same club. So now I have 3 from the same club, and then I wanted a rare player. So I went to my club. I found out another rare English player in Henry as a left back, and then I went through another league and saw I had 4 French rare players. Again, my club is a little bit more stacked than usual for a starter squad because I spent FIFA points, but the principle applies. If you guys can kind of follow the same template, I think we'll be in a good spot. Then we go through, and I was like, okay, now what I need is another league. I looked at my club again, and I realized I had the La Liga, the female league, and I was like, okay, I have 2 players there. The only player I had to buy was the right mid. This squad, the only thing I would say is I went a little bit overboard. You can see the overall rating is 70, but one thing I always realize in these kind of scenarios is when you're looking for these players, honestly, I'm actually okay with going for rare golds because they go for like 300-400 coins. I think too many people focus on the silvers, but these golds go for like 400 coins, right? You can see 500 coins there, but they're a lot easier to link because they normally play for like the top club in the Premier League or in the La Liga. So I actually find it easier to get the rare common golds than the silvers sometimes because silvers are a bit more niche and no one really opens those packs. So this is the solution. If you want to go for something similar in terms of a template, feel free to copy it. I went 4 Liga, 4 Premier League, and then I went for 3 for any other league you guys have. That's the combination. Let's get right into the next SBC. We're moving on to hybrid leagues, and I actually start off with the hardest one first. I'm not going to lie, I thought this would be really difficult just from past FIFAs, but this one wasn't too bad. Now that we have the women's leagues as well, honestly, it makes it a lot easier because we get those extra leagues, and with position changes, it really wasn't too hard. So what my formula was, is I went to my club. As you can see, there's a lot of French players. So I went through, I found like France had the most like players in my club. What I would recommend is looking at players like countries like France, Germany, Italy and Spain, because normally those players play abroad as well. And then yeah, I found it fairly easy because of that. So what I did is I got as many French players as possible through the many leagues I had, and then I had to buy a few players. So what I decided to do is then go to my club and see what rare player I had. And what I realized was I had Gallagher, right? Gallagher was really important because he was rare. He was from another nation and he was from a league that I didn't have. So once I had Gallagher in, what I then had to do is look at English players, and I luckily had Edwards as well. So that was 2 leagues as well. Then I went through and I went to the goalkeepers, and I went to a league we didn't have, which was the female Premier League. And then we went through, and that was our squad. So this squad is not too expensive as well. The biggest thing here is just finding those nationalities for the players that you have. So for example, this player here, right? You can see plays in the Saudi league, so it's a player that you're going to want to get in your squad, and you can see it's worth a little bit more, like about 1.5k. So there's going to be a few players that aren't in the popular leagues. As soon as you get them, then you're okay. This player was probably the most expensive for me because it's rare. It was about 2k. It's a rare player, pretty good card itself, so I probably could have found someone cheaper, but there you go. That's the squad we had. And yeah, let's get into the next one. Actually, before we do, let's quickly check the rewards for this. So this one, you actually get a rare players pack, so I think this is actually worth it. If you can, once again, like, they're going to be untradeable, so if you can somehow get the players in for as cheap as possible, because a rare player pack will be worth it, but it's one of those where at the start of the game you definitely want your coins valued, so try not to spend as much as I did, but try to follow the same kind of technique. Okay, next we're going to go for the mega pack, the whole 9 yards. The reason I'm going backwards is because these ones are going to be easier, right? Like, give me 5 is going to be easier, so it's a lot better to go backwards so that you have the players for the harder squads than the easier squads. You could get them. You could even open your packs as well to use those players again, but I think I have enough players for now, so let's get right into the next one. So we've completed this SBC. Compared to the other one, not too difficult. All I did was found a nationality. In this case was Italy. Went through, I got my rare players in first. I know I've got like 82 rated cards in, and they, you know, could be valuable in the future, slightly more than they are now, but right now this guy's like literally 900 coins. I got him for like, I think 900 coins. Where was it? I know there's a lot of 8,000s, but there you go. Like, he's 1,000 coins. I think I got him for like 900, so nothing crazy. And yeah, honestly, that's a really easy SBC. Get a nation, put your rare players in, build around them. And then all I had to do from here was, you can see I need 3 more leagues. I needed 1 more rare player. So we went through, I got, I just used the rare players because I had them, again, being a little bit silly with my coins. You know, you guys don't have to do the same thing. But yeah, we go through, and then this is the SBC. So I think now we're at a good spot. We're going to complete this one, and then we'll go through and we'll complete this one. Then what we'll do for a separate video, we'll do the other ones. We'll do the marquee matchups and the other hybrid. So right now you can see we've got a few decent packs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through these two. Then we'll do the pack opening. Then for the next video, we'll go through the hybrid nations and the league and nation hybrid. I think that would be a good kind of balance because there's quite a lot of packs to go through. So we'll split them up. Sorry. So right now we're gonna smash through the prime electrum and the prime mixed players. I probably won't show you them. I'll just show you the solution because they're fairly easy, and then we'll get right into the pack opening. Nice and simple. All we did was, once again, go through our league. I started off in the centre back position because there were 3 centre backs. I was able to identify that we had a lot of Spanish players, so I went through and yeah, basically I got as many La Liga Spanish players as possible, so we have about 3 there. Then I went through to the female league. Again, the reason I like to do the leagues, or like the male league and the female league, is because of the nationalities. I find it a lot easier to deal with. So what I did is I got all Spanish players, and then I filled up about 7 of my players, and then my attackers I went through. I found out I had 3 Germans from the female league, again, go through. Then my last player was the Bundesliga. There you go. Let's get right into the last SBC. Then let's open the packs. We are finally done. We're done. Okay, so for this one, nice and simple with give me 5. I went through, I got my Spanish players in, got my Premier League players in. You can see we have a few rares, and then to fill in the gaps, I looked through. I needed 3 more leagues, so I found 3 empty positions, and I needed 2 more rare players. So I went through and I found out that I had a Liga player completely unrelated to everyone else in the squad, and that's fine. The chemistry was already done. Then we go through goalkeeper once again, found any cheap rare gold in my team, and then to fill in the gap, I looked at the cam spot to see if we have any either English player from a different league, or in this case a Spanish player. We have a Spanish player, and that was perfect, and that's everything. Okay, let's get right into the pack opening. We spent about 8-10 minutes there with the pauses. I think the overall thing took me about 20 minutes, I will say. It wasn't too long. The next thing we have for the next video will be the hybrid nations and the league nations, but for now, let's go through and let's open these packs. So I think my overall thoughts are, if you guys are actually trying to, it depends on your goal. If you're trying to up your squad, if you're trying to like get as many players as possible, these are absolutely worth doing. If you guys are trying to save your coins and stuff like that, then maybe hold on, but it really depends on your goal. Me personally, I'm trying to do a lot more like player reviews this year, so I thought it would be good to get as many players as possible for the squad, because I want to do as many player reviews for you guys as possible. I do have 2 channels as well, so make sure to check them both out because we have plenty of player reviews. Suarez, okay. Again, like an interesting card, someone like Suarez, I don't mind even like reviewing him, just seeing kind of how he plays. Obviously, his card's not going to be as good as his prime card, but we can see how that kind of goes through. Okay, nothing crazy. Let's go to the mega pack and let's see what we have here. I can't lie, I don't think that's a walkout. Yeah, doesn't look like it. La Liga centre back. Okay, what we got? Christensen, not bad. Obviously, they're not tradable, right? So it's not perfect, but let's keep going. I want some good players, bro. I need some players for some squad reviews. That's what I need. Is there any squad reviews or squads you guys want me to do as well? Let me know. Again, if I can stack my squad as much as possible, I can do many squad reviews for you guys, help you guys out, especially at the start of the game. Ooh, that's a good card. Oh my god, he's extinct. Wow. Tukameni. I wonder how much he is. Unfortunately, I can't actually trade him, but that's an interesting one. Can I check his price range? Yo, that's a really good card. I'm very happy with that. Tukameni, very, very good card. He goes straight in the starter squad, I'm not gonna lie. That's a great card. Okay, so far we've got Tukameni. In terms of what it's worth, I'm not gonna lie, considering he's extinct, it might be actually, you know, it might be worth something. let's check how much Tukameni actually is before we go to the final packs. So we still have a few packs. Let's quickly check how much Tukameni is. Yo, that's a really good card. Really good card. And I still got a few of the other big SBCs to do as well. But let's quickly have a look. Oh, wait, I'm faded. He's not going to be on the market, is he? Yeah, I just realized. How do I check? How do I check? How do I check? I don't know. Is there any way to check? Is there any way to check? How do we check? How do we check? Yo, you guys might at least help me out. Bro, I've not even been on the squads yet. I've not even been on the squad menu yet. We get it. We get it. I just spent £100 on the game. Don't worry. I know how to play. I know how to play this game. Unfortunately, I've spent too much money on this to not know how to play. Okay, so... Oh, we can't actually see his... Oh, that's weird. Oh, I wish we... I don't know how to check it. Okay, might have to check like Footbin or something, but that is kind of interesting. You can't actually see his price, unfortunately. Okay, let's go through to the packs. I'll check out after this because I am actually kind of intrigued. We'll check before that video ends. I'll quickly check Footbin. Let's keep going through. Small Electrum pack. Let's see what that is. Okay, nothing crazy. Let's go to the next pack. Right, I've got Footbin open on my other screen. I'm actually very, very interested to see how much he is. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, that's not crazy. His price range is only up to 10k. That's why he's extinct. That makes sense because 10k is very cheap for him. Why do they do that? Like, why are they, bro? Wait, an 85 rated and they're putting him max at 10k. The game's not even out yet officially for everyone. This is just the like early access for people that got the Ultimate Edition. How are you already capping people at 10k? That's crazy. That is crazy. Pretty poor cards, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing crazy with that one. Okay, so in terms of overall worth, like I told you guys, I don't think they're that worth it. If I'm completely honest with what we went through, I've spent a lot of like FIFA points to get the player, so for me it was okay, but I don't think it's worth it. If you guys are playing like a Road to Glory or whatever you guys are doing, I just don't think they're really that worth it. I think a few of them you can potentially start crafting, but what I would recommend is a little bit hard to do. I never like to do this because I'm not patient, but if you guys can draft like a squad and then just play your game like normal, because these aren't expiring, right? These are staying. And if you can draft your squad, play it like normal, and then when you get the players, then once you have an untradeable squad, then you exchange it, because then I think it's worth it. But right now, using all your kind of tradable coins and going to the market, I don't think it's worth it. But right, that's going to be it for this video. That's going to be the first set of SBCs done. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. The next video, we're going to have the Hybrid Nation and League and Nation Hybrid. We're going to go through all of them. And then from there, we'll also do the marquee matchups in the next one. So catch you guys for another video tomorrow. Peace.